Okay, first off, Alexander Aborbi, please make your way to the stage.
Smile, smile. Have a seat,
All
have a
right,
seat.
so Alexander, you have been sorted into Viking House, Gavia.
Okay, grab your loot bag. Excellent. Coming up.
All right, next up we have Damalola Adeli. You have been sorted into Viking House, Salmo. Next up we have Umar Adam. You have been sorted into Viking House, Alces. Next up we have Adam Aharmam. You have been sorted into Viking House, Gavia. We have Osezi Ebangabi. You have been sorted into Viking House, Salmo. Charlie Allen, you are next, and you have been sorted into Viking House, Ursus. Davis Armstrong is not here right now, so I believe we'll go to the next person. He would have been Ursus. We have Zabo Allenbach. You have been sorted into Viking House, Gavia. Kylan Batchelor. You have been sorted into Viking House, Volpes. Yasin Bemkasim is not here at the moment, so we'll go next to Sophie Bertrand. You have been sorted into Viking House, Salmo. Haley Bolton. You have been sorted into Viking House, Bombus. Logan Bowles. All right, Logan, you have been sorted into Viking House, Gavia. Zoe Brazier. Zoe, you have been sorted into Viking House, Ursus. Riker Burton. Riker, you have been sorted into Viking House, Bombus. Ellis Carlisle. Ellis, you have been sorted into Viking House, Volpes. Henry Case. Henry, you have been sorted into Viking House, Ursus. Kaylee Cass, Kaylee, you have been sorted into Viking House, Bombus. Celia Champagne. Celia, you've been sorted into Viking House, Salmo. Charlie Chisholm. Charlie, you have been sorted into Viking House, Ursus. Ivani Claros Calderon. You have been sorted into Viking House, Bombus. Connor Clement. Connor, you have been sorted into Viking House, Volpes. Ben Cole. Ben, you have been sorted into Viking House, Alces. Zavio Coots. Zavio, you have been sorted into Viking House, Gavia. Jasper Corcoran, you have been sorted into Viking House, Alces. Kaylee Crew. Kaylee, you have been sorted into Viking House, Gavia. Olivia Davies. Olivia, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Tom Davies. Tom, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Kedan Diedrich. You have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Parker DePatti. Parker, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpe. Juan Diaz. Juan, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. TK is not here today, so TK would have been Elsie's. We'll go to the next one. Maxwell Dodge.
Elsie.
Maxwell, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia.
Come on down. Yep.
Is this Maxwell right there? Sorry, Maxwell, you are in Gavia.
There you go.
Masha Dorovska. Masha, you have been sorted into Viking House. Elsie's. Chase Earl Clovis. Chase, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus. Evan Eastman. Evan, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Brendan Edwards. Brendan, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus. Kinsley Ainoff. Kinsley, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus. Xavier Fensky. You have been sorted into Viking House. Elsie's. Youssef Faturi. You have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Carson Fram. Carson, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Katie Fulcher. Katie, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Asher Gallant. Asher, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Clark Gallinger. Clark, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus. Leo Gerhardt. Leo, you have been sorted into Viking House. Elsie. Adam Germain. Adam, you have been sorted into Viking House. Elsie. Nadia Germain. You have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Maya Gervais. Maya, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Nick Gibson. Nick Gibson, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Georgia Gladman. Georgia, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Kieran Goffin. Kieran, you've been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Maria Gonder is in here today, so we'll go to the next one. Helena Castro. You have been sorted into Viking House. Elsie. Kingsley Gregoris. Kingsley, you are sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Taliana Gregoris. Taliana, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Louis Grelanda. Louis, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Ethan Gibo is not here this morning. He's Elsie's. Jude Hapamaki. Jude, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Gwendolyn Harper. Gwendolyn, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Oliver Herbert. Oliver, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. John Hodgins. John, you have been sorted into Viking House. Elsie's. Violet Holloway. Violet, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Quinn Hool. Quinn, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Cohen Howe. Cohen, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombas. Simon Hoolish. Simon, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombas. Grady Janicek. Grady, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Brooklyn Jonas No. Brooklyn, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombas. Romeo Johnson. Romeo's not here, so we're going to go to the next one. Liam Casberg. Liam, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Look at that excitement. Aman Kazabi. Aman, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombas. Kylie Kustachin. Kylie, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Trenton LaBelle Eldridge. Trenton, you have been sorted into Viking House. Elsie. Joshua Lanalampi. Joshua, you have been sorted into Viking House. Elsie's. Cole Alone. Cole, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Connor Lawrence. Connor's not here. Chris Lawson. Chris, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Everett LaFave. Everett, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Benjamin Legrand. Benjamin, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Russia Lesologolo. Russia, you've been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Kaylee Lewis. Kaylee, you have been sorted into Viking House Volpe. Grayson Lippert Murdoch. Grayson, you have been sorted into Viking House Gavia. Tiao Liu. Tiao, you've been sorted into Viking House Ursus. Fletcher Loken. Fletcher's not here today, so we will go to the next one. Natalia Lolis. Natalia, you have been sorted into Viking House Bombas.
And we're
And do we
going to
have Fletcher? Are you at the front right now? Is that Fletcher? All right, Fletcher. Fletcher, you have been sorted into Viking House Ursus. M. McIntyre. M, you have been sorted into Viking House Ursus. Jawad Majdi. Welcome to the stage. You have been sorted into Viking House Alces. Finn Mackey. Finn, you have been sorted into Viking House Ursus. Chloe Mackin. Chloe, you have been sorted into Viking House Salmo. Peyton Marlowe. All right, Peyton, you have been sorted into Viking House Bombas. Caleb Mayhew. Caleb, you have been sorted into Viking House Salmo. Silken McConnell. Silken, you have been sorted into Viking House Salmo. Ryan McKinty. Welcome, Ryan. You have been sorted into Viking House Bombas. Owen McLean. Owen, you have been sorted into Viking House Bombas. Nathan Methot. Nathan. You have been sorted into Viking House Salmo. Audrey Miller. Audrey, you have been sorted into Viking House Volpe. Gregory Moreau. Gregory, welcome. You have been sorted into Viking House Ursus. Rashika Mistry. You have been sorted into Viking House Gavia. Jude Moggy. All right, Jude, you have been sorted into Viking House Ursus. George Moyes. George, you have been sorted into Viking House Bombas. Maya Moreau. Or Maya Moreau, you have been sorted into Viking House Alces. Penelope Mulcahy. You have been sorted into Viking House Gavia. Brianna Mullen. Brianna, you have been sorted into Viking House Volpe. Owen Newell. Owen, you have been sorted into Viking House Volpe. Ella Nicholson. Ella, you have been sorted into Viking House Ursus. Esri Naransky. Ezri, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus! Let's hear from the Bombus people. Tegan O'Hearn. Tegan, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia! Kale Olson. Kale, you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces! Alan Osea. Alan, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus! Sam Page. Sam, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia! Elia Perry. You have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Cameron. Finn. Cameron, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Caden Pichette. Caden, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Preston Pidawenamakwak. Preston, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Ella Plarina. Ella, you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Benjamin Preen. Benjamin, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus. Jordan Reed. Jordan, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpe. Gabriel Rudimal. Gabriel, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus. Come on, Bombus, make some noise. Grace Real. Grace, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Sierra Savalaggio. Sarah, you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Jasmine Shison. Jasmine, you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Hudson Schmidt. Hudson, you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Nico Selby. Nico, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Josh Sequina. Josh isn't here, so we'll move on to the next one. Claire Simser. Claire, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Carson Smith. Carson, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Rixian Sambilo. You have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Owen Speck. Owen's not here, so we'll go to the next one. Carter Burnett, or Brunet. Carter, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus. Leah St. Martin. Leah, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. April Stashin. April, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Colin Stachnik LeBlanc. Colin, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Scarlett Swiatek. Scarlett, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Drake Sidziak. Drake, you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Brielle Teifer, you have been sorted into Viking House. Bombus. Penelope Tibble. Penelope, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Caden Timoney. Caden, you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Parker Vandelit. Parker, you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Chloe Warren. Chloe, you have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Evelyn Whiteman. Evelyn, you have been sorted into Viking House. Gavia. Adam Whitford. You have been sorted into Viking House. Ursus. Connor Whitford. Connor, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Curtis Weidman. Curtis, you have been sorted into Viking House. Salmo. Bodie. Is Bodie here today? No. So we'll go to the next one. Is this Will? All right, Will Woodliff. You have been sorted into Viking House. Bombas. Sate Yin. You have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Adam Young. Okay. Adam, you have been sorted into Viking House. Volpes. Okay, Ethan, you're up next. Ethan, it won't be up on the board, but you have been sorted into Viking House. Alces. Welcome, Ethan. All right, everybody, that is Lockerbie's Viking House ceremony. I'm going to pass it back to Mr. Lafreniere for some more words.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, can I hear our new Alces crew? Bombus, where are you? Bombus needs, we're going to come back to Bombus in a second. Gavia! Salmo! Ursus! Volpes! Okay, Bombus, I'm coming back to you. Bombus! Clapping, we got clapping. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in our Viking House sorting ceremony. There are a couple of things that we're going to take a look at momentarily. First things first, everybody got a loot bag. Momentarily, we're going to be looking at what's inside the loot bag, but there's some house stickers, there's a Viking sticker, there's information on how to get involved in clubs. We also have your timetable as well as your step timetable that is in there as well if you are in step. So we'll get to that in a moment. But what I would like to take a look at right now very quickly is the defining attributes of each Viking house. And I would like to start with Alces. Alces, can I hear you again? So Alces house, if you have been sorted into Alces house, folks, Alces principles are wisdom and truth. If you are an Alces, you enjoy pursuing wisdom and knowledge. You always celebrate the uniqueness of others. You improve and you are honest competitors. Folks, Alces. Bombus, again, Bombus, where are you at? Much better, Bombus. If you are in Bombus house, You have the defining characteristics of courage and resiliency. Bombas, you set goals and pursue dreams. You're fearless, you're kind, and you support one another. Welcome, Bombas. Gavia, where are you? Gavia, your guiding principles as a house is insight and patience. Folks, if you're in Gavia House, you're sincere and reliable, you're tranquil, you're unruffled by the pursuit of excellence, and you are versatile. Welcome to your house. Salmo, where are you? Salmo, your principles are adaptation and determination. You are energetic, you're reflectors. You support team growth, and you persevere in the face of obstacles. Welcome, Ursus. Your defining principles are strength and resourcefulness. You have an innate ability to strike a balance between strength and the needs of others. You're selfless knowers, you empower others, and you cultivate leadership. Welcome. And lastly, Volpes. Volpes, you're creative and inquisitive. If you are in Volpes' house, you're a natural explorer. You care for others. You're skillful and cunning creators, and you're the master of many crafts through your curiosities. Welcome to our Viking houses. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have your attention for 2 moments, please, as I give you your next task. Ladies and gentlemen, in each of your house boxes, there are cards that are laminated. Those laminated cards have your house cheer. And what we are going to do now is we are going to take 10 minutes. We can spread out into the hallways, we can spread out inside, we can spread out in and around the auditorium. But as a group, as a Viking house, you are now charged with the task of learning your cheer, which you will come back in here and perform in front of everybody here.